Wait, what? No! No, why? Why? No. Hello everyone, Looting Guitarist here, and welcome to episode 2 on the VentureKraft server. Today we are going to be making a trip to the end and trying to find ourselves an Elytra because they opened the end over the weekend, so we're going to go ahead and get started on that right away. Alright, so we are here in the end, and it looks like some people have already done some fighting and gotten things up. And I need to watch out. There's some Endermen around. Let's first things first. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a little thing set up here where we can kill off some Endermen and get some pearls, because we're going to need some Ender pearls. That should be enough. I think we'll stop with 13 Ender Pearls. Well, it seems like it should be enough for now. We're going to set a home here just in case I die. Open up, come on. Alright, so we have an unrated end city, or at least I hope it's unrated. It looks like it's unrated based on all of the stuff around here. You usually don't have shulkers at the entrance there if it hasn't, or if it's been raided already. Alright, so we found ourselves a ship. We're going to ender pearl across here and see if we can find ourselves an Elytra. Hopefully nobody's flown up here and raided this thing already. Oh, it's ender pearl into the freaking brewing stand. Gotta get some space here. Let's see, I've already made a shulker box out of some of the shells I found. I'm just going to throw some of this junk in here real quick. Free up some inventory. That should do it. I'll take the brewing stand too, why not? And the moment of truth, has it been raided? Ooh, it doesn't look like it's been raided. Sweet. Ooh, crap. Oh, great, awesome, got it. And ladies and gentlemen, our first Elytra. Grab some of this other loot here real quick. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Ooh, diamonds, diamonds, diamonds. Sweet. So I learned an important lesson today. Whenever you have somebody randomly want to TP to you, don't do it. Only allow teleportation if you are expecting to go to somebody or if you're expecting them to come to you for a specific reason. Just don't do it randomly. This guy wanted to see my base, and I let him teleport here and was showing him around. And I didn't have my microphone on when I recorded this clip. I wasn't actually recording. I did have my replay buffer running at the time, though, so I was able to save this clip. And I've decided to add a little bit of commentary after the fact. But he was touring my base, and I was kind of showing him my villager breeder here, and I really wasn't paying too much attention to what he was saying in chat. And there's a little bit of a misunderstanding here. Looking back on it, I realized it was a bit of a misunderstanding. But yeah, it's, when things are said in chat, you don't exactly you can't take the tone. You don't have a tone of their voice to understand how things are going. And sometimes people leave words out of chat, and so he was asking me about the villager breeder, and he's asking me what the buttons do, and I was telling him they kill the villagers off. If I get a villager I don't want, I can hit that button, and they drop out, and blah, they die. And so he comes back, and he goes, oh, kill villagers? And I thought he was asking me a question, like, why would you want to kill villagers? Kill the villagers? Why would you want to do that, So I started explaining to him why you would kill the villagers. I was like, yeah, you kill the villagers if there are any you don't want. And I wasn't paying attention.
Wait, what? No, why? Why? No.
And he had killed all of my villagers. Fortunately, I did not have any really good ones in there. If I had a mending villager at the time, I would have been insanely pissed off. But yeah, basically he had asked, do you want me to kill the villagers? I was like, kill villagers? As in, you want me to kill the villagers? And so when I responded, yeah, thinking the other thing, it's just, yeah. He thought I meant go ahead and kill off my villagers, so he ended up killing them. And he didn't actually drop them out the system, I don't think. I think he went through and he actually killed them with a sword. So me digging down here underneath to try and catch them wouldn't have mattered. Anyway, they didn't drop down here. And I'd take a misstep here and actually end up falling in my own lava, and I'm just like, screw it, I'm going to die. I was like really mad at this moment. But I looked the clip back and I read the chat back, and I realized, it was a misunderstanding. He was asking one thing, I didn't understand it correctly, and I responded thinking he was asking one thing and not another, and he ended up killing off my villagers. So not a big deal. I still had the villagers in the breeding system. They just breeded some more, and I actually ended up getting a mending villager from that session. So I have a mending villager now, and I've redesigned the villager trading hall a little bit so that you can't hit buttons to drop them out. I reworked it so that it actually works better, and it drops the villagers out all the time. It wasn't doing that. Sometimes they would drop one out, and sometimes they wouldn't. And so I would get villagers stacking up on top of each other sometimes. But I fixed all that, and then I also redesigned it so that there's not a button on the ones that I don't want. I've removed the button so that you can't drop them. But they're still wide open here. You can still come walk right up here and see them. So, but yeah, I'm not going to say who the guy was. I'm not going to go after him or anything. It was an honest misunderstanding, and I'm cool about it now. So it's all good. So I logged on today, and I noticed a few signs popped up around my base. I've already taken a few of the signs down, but there's still a couple sitting up here. And yeah, it looks like somebody was out exploring around and happened to come across my base and left a bunch of signs. Funk was here. Funk was in this area. So I left this one up here by my map just because it's pretty funny. I took almost all the other ones down. Actually, I think I have one sitting up there on top of my roof still that I have not taken down yet. Let's throw my Elytra on and let's hop up there. Maybe, maybe not. Oh my goodness. Is this lagging or what? There we go. Get some flight here. For some reason my Elytra did not want to engage. Funk was here. So I got that one there, and I think I got the one over there on my villager trading hall. Other than that, I've taken down all the other signs, but they were literally plastered on just about everything in here. It was a pretty funny prank, and Funk was actually on when I logged on, so we had a little bit of a joke about it in chat. But anyway, moving on, we're going to go ahead and try to start gathering some resources to work on my big project. And my big project, I haven't told you guys yet, but I'll tell you now. This is not going to be my permanent base. This base that I'm sitting in now is just kind of a rough staging area, if you will, for me to get some resources together, set up a few farms to get some things going, and yeah, allow me to gather some resources for my actual base. Now, my actual base is actually going to go way up in the sky, up above me, probably as close to world build height as possible, and we're going to build a giant base up there in the sky. And I'm not going to tell you exactly what that base is yet. You will figure out as we go along and start building this thing. You'll start to realize just what it is that I'm going to build and live in, and I think it'll be pretty cool. So we're going to get to working on that. To do it, I'm going to need quite a few bricks. I haven't quite figured out the entire list yet. I'm still working on it in a creative world just to kind of get a list of materials and gather everything that I'm going to need. But it is going to use a lot of stone and probably a little bit of some dark gray or even some black concrete. So we're talking like in the tens of thousands of bricks. So yeah, we're gonna have to start getting started on that, and I'm gonna have to build a silo just for the stone. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna build ourselves a little bit of a silo to start holding some of our resources. This is going to be a temporary storage system. Obviously, once the base is finished, we're going to get a full-on sorting system, item storage system built inside the base. But to gather the resources to build the thing, I'm going to need a lot of storage space. So we're going to build a small temporary storage system, just something to house those resources while we mine for stuff. So let's get started. This spot right here is going to be where my storage system for stone is going to go. Like I said, we're going to need a lot of stone, so I'm going to build an 8-tiered high silo. And this is going off of, I think it was, I can't remember if it was Tango Tech. I cannot for the life of me remember where I got this design from. I will have to look that up. But anyway, it's a pretty nifty design. I modify it slightly. I think he uses dispensers or something down here at the bottom, where you just go up and you kind of right click on the dispenser and you can pull stuff out of there. I don't really like that. I like to be able to use double chests to do it. So basically I do something wrong direction, dang it. They need to be up here. There we go. I do something like this so that I can come up and I can see the chest down there at the bottom and I can grab the stuff out of them. But then we start with our indicator lights and just go right up to the top here. And essentially, that is the system. Let's grab our hoppers here, and we go one hopper into each of those. And then I think we go out like this. in like that. And then we use, we're going to get rid of our food for now. We use a comparator in there and a comparator in there. And then we run our chests off of them. So let's see, what do I got here? I've got, this one is my regular chest and this side is my trap chest. I like to keep them consistent going up. So this is my regular chest and this side is my trapped chest. And so that is basically one layer done and dusted right there. That is one layer to this thing. And so what happens is these bottom chests fill up, nothing happens. Then the hoppers underneath here start to fill up, still nothing happens. But once an item stays in this chest here, that will turn this comparator on, which will power this block, which will then power our redstone lamp here. So that redstone lamp will ding on. And then with our second level, said we had our regular chests over on this side. So we do that one there and that one there. And we put those there. And our comparators go here this time. Power these two blocks here, which will then in turn power our redstone lamps that we're going to stick right in here. So once those get full and they back up into the hopper over here, once this chest starts getting items in it, it powers that repeater or comparator, which will power that lamp. And we just keep going up, alternating inside and outside. And I'm going to do, I think I did 8 chests, 8 levels of chests, so 4 on each side. That should give us plenty of storage room here. And I'm going to build myself a little staircase just to climb up there. We'll remove this once we're done getting everything up and enclosed. So once that's done like that, we take and we want to run 4 right across here. And then do our regular chest on the side and our trapped chest on that side. Let's put our hoppers in there and we put blocks down there. And we do, for this level, I think I did something wrong here. Yes, I did. Pop you back in there. Let's climb up here. That was supposed to be the 4 there. 4 across the front. And we got one there and one there. And we put those guys up. And we get one there and one there. Yep. Do our 4 across the front again, and then one there and one there. Gotcha. All right. I'll get it eventually. And our hoppers there, and those are going to be our input chests. Now, we are basically sorting all this stuff into both of these, so I'm not really caring about sorting. We're just going to funnel these in, and it's going to run in, and stuff's going to drop in there. I know that I'm only going to want to put stone in here, so I'm not worried about actually sorting items out. And just for the fun of it, we are going to top this off. And actually, you know what? We'll let soils drop down through. I want to do this with slabs on the top layer just so I don't get any spawns up here. I think I might have had more sandstone in there too. I don't think I needed to actually run all the way down. Cover these up. Oh, I was a little short. Alright, so we want to put that one there and put a slab there. If I put a slab on top of a chest like that, awesome. Okay, so that will keep anything from spawning up here. And just to show you that, we're going to turn on our light level overlay here. And I actually don't need that mode on. We just want to see the zeros. Zeros, anything 7 and under. Shows where things can spawn. As you can see, there are no numbers up here. It's because nothing can spawn on these bottoms of half slabs. So we want to get to where we're standing at about that level. So we're going to do stairs. Oops, here. It's not pretty, but it'll work. But that's it for this episode. That's all I've got for you for now. So I think we're going to leave it here, and I'll see you next time.